Yo, yo, here we go. Okay, so here's the flat Earth. They got some type of, I can't see it very too well. It looks like a tower or something where the tree of life should be. And then what is this? Why would they do this? What are they putting in our face here? What are they mocking us about this time? Because that's what they do. They put everything in our face and then they laugh and mock us. They get off on that energy. The more dorkier, the better. It's crazy. But I've seen this. I've seen this before. Magnetic matrix. It's electromagnetic fields, magnetic fields. Because we're living in a matrix of these fields. What do I mean? There you go. Look at that. There it is, right there. I did a video on view magnetic. Okay, so I'm back now. Here's a flat Earth, and then here's the magnetic field. How they look. I can show you that right here. This is what they look like. This is where you get the Fibonacci ratios. If you look at it, this is like how a pine cone and vegetables and all this shit's grown. That's what it looks like. And then they shove this shit right in our face right here. Okay, so here we are viewing magnetic field lines again. And net is right in the name. It's magnet. It's all in net. It's a matrix. It's a net. And there it is. And there it is. In our faces, flat Earth. It's a net. It's all electromagnetic magnet matrix. Okay, here you go. 2002, 2012, 2015. We got small. You can have whatever size of the US you prefer. You got small, medium, or large. We have large for you. And they're fake cartoon, computer generated images. They admit that they're not photos and that they're fake images. They admit this. It's not an argument. And then, because they can't give you real photos. Why isn't there not one single photo? Because then they'd be taking a picture of a flat Earth. You can't have that. And then here you go, planes going up, planes coming down. Rockets going up, rockets coming down. Space does not exist. You can't fly a rocket into space. What most people see, what I see. Hey NASA, you got any more of that CGI? Because you got to be addicted to that fake cartoon shit. They are. They're addicted to it. There's Venus. It's not a terrestrial rock. You can see the water is above reflecting on it. It's all somatic sound vibrations and so forth. Okay, NASA just discovered 7 new fake planets. Gives you cartoon CGIs, and they don't even give you a real picture of Earth. It's pathetic. Side view of the multi-crater taken from Apollo 11. Lunar craters are impact craters on the Earth's moon. The moon's surface has many craters, almost all of which were formed by impacts. NASA claims these marks are from space rocks hitting the moon over a period of millions of years. So where are the impact trails? Miraculously, each rock would have had to hit a perfect 90-degree angle without creating any of these trails. And then here's the deal. If the moon is facing us, one side is facing us at all times. This is the same side that faces us at all times. How the fuck did they get hit by rocks? Were we shooting rocks at them? It's insane. Okay, prove convexity, which defies water's natural physics. Flat. It has to have a container. It won't stick to a ball. It has to have a container. And if it overfills, it'll find a new flat area. It'll fall out, rush out, and then find a new level of flatness again. We're all flat earthers, whether you like it or not. You've always lived on a flat plane, flat earth, no space. You always have. You've always been a flat earther. You're just not aware of it. Gary Irving says the Earth is flat. His comments go viral. 5 days later, NASA conveniently discovers 7 new fake CGI planets. It's a government's attempt at damage control. They don't want people talking about the flat Earth. If it's a sphere, then the surface of large body of water must be curved. Then please explain the formation of the largest floods and why flooding and dams are perfectly flat and level. What happens when the dams opened or drop in gradient? The water will flow, never will it convex. It'll flow out and then find a new level of flatness. You don't trust the government, but you trust NASA? Tell them, Martin. It's ridiculous. Okay, we observe zero, zilch, not a convexity of all large bodies of water. So how does it conform to the exterior of a sphere? There you go. If you said gravity, this is what you probably fucking look like. Guaranteed. Water proven the earth to be a flat level plane since the beginning of creation and the dawn of mankind. It's flat as fuck. No matter where you look at it, it's flat. And there you go. If you said gravity, that's what you look like. O thou mighty wizard one, smarter than I call upon ye, please do wave your magic wands and explain to me one more time how large bodies of water convex and conform to the exterior of a sphere. If we're living on a ball, there can't be any flatness. It has to be curving at all times in order to be a ball. Vanishing point. It seems the 1971 movie was telling us something. All parallel lines converge at the horizontal line of convergence, the vanishing point. And there you go, some more proof of dome, firmament, molten glass spread out. And that's what you get. NASA fakes everything, and he's about to puke. Okay, the moon always faces the Earth, so how did all the circular impacts happen if Earth's in the way? Again, more nonsense. CGI planets everywhere. Everywhere. What did the father of modern astronomy have to say about his field of science? It is not necessary that hypotheses be true or even probable. It's sufficient that they lead to results of calculation, which agree with calculation. Neither let anyone, as far as hypotheses are concerned, expect anything certain from astronomy, since that science can afford nothing of the kind. Copernicus nonsense, heliocentric idiot. When the pilot forgets to dip the nose for the curvature. Globehead, hey Globehead, I know. Let's have a science contest and debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. There he is. Let's debate this idiot. And he can prove that to us once and for all and give us some real 25-hour footage live of the Earth spinning and satellites and millions of tons of space debris and all their hocus pocus bullshit. And so here we go. Why has NASA officially changed their story about the shape of the Earth? And why doesn't the corporate media point out that the news story doesn't match the 1972 photo? Exaggerated bulges of Earth's rotation causes slight bulge at equator, causes compression at South Pole, but that's not what we see here in their fake shit. He says this, but we see this. So, again, we got problems, NASA. However perfect the Copernican model may appear in our own estimation, and however simply and satisfactorily the Newtonian hypothesis may seem to us to account for all the celestial phenomenon, yet we're here compelled to admit the astounding truth. If our premises be disputed and our facts challenged, the whole range of astronomy does not contain one proof of its own accuracy. Robert Woodhouse, professor of astronomy at Cambridge. The religion of the 21st century, scientism. You're right, you're wrong. They're right, you're wrong. In science we trust. Scientism, an excessive deference to claims made by scientists or an uncritical eagerness to accept any result described as scientific, also includes the concept of scientific ego. Only science has the right to describe the world around us. The fanatical egocentricity of scientism takes on many aspects of religious fundamentalism. In the early 90s, a younger Bill Nye appeared on the Seattle sketch show Almost Live and corrected the host's pronunciation of gigawatt. It's not gigawatt. The host replied, "Who do you think you are, Bill Nye the Science Guy?" And the nickname stuck. And then they made a new character out of this idiot. That many such semi-transparent and well-defined bodies exist in the firmament is almost a matter of certainty, and that one such as that which eclipses the moon exists at no great distance above the earth's surface is a matter admitted by many of the leading astronomers of the day. Yep, look up Rahu and Ketu, that video I did. Water always finds its level. The reason water seeks its own level has to do with things like atmospheric pressure, water pressure, depending on depth, water density. So whether it be a bathtub or water, or an ocean of water, water finds its level, and it always levels flat. That's why we use them in levels. 17,000 miles an hour, perfect photo. Who and what camera with crazy ass shutter speed took that photo? Huh? 17 times faster than a speeding bullet. You can't see one speeding bullet, much less 17 times faster. How's he getting to these speeds to take the picture? It's ridiculous. They think you're so dumb. Scotty, they're waking up to the truth. We need to distract them with more planets. Captain, we don't know where to get no planets. Photoshop it like we always do, Scotty. Come on. Is space for real? Perhaps this is what we would see. China. Here's the fake China nonsense. Here's what you should see. This is what you should see. That look you get when you say the earth is flat. Because they're all brain dead sheep. It's a fact. They've been conditioned to believe that. And here's a picture of the International Fake Station. Fake, fake. All proved to be fakes. Look, there it is. See? It has to be real, right? Well, we're all being played divide and conquer if they keep fighting. Look, I'm doing this right here to show you that this is how all buildings should look in every direction. It should be tilting. All buildings should be tilting. There should be no flat spots on this round ball here. There should be no flat spots on this outside, and all we get is flatness. All you should see is curving everywhere in every direction from you, 360 degrees. It should be curving down, and the building's tilting like this. This is what it should fucking look like when you go outside, right here. This is what it should fucking look like, right there. How I think I look discussing flat Earth versus how I actually look. Exactly. Exactly. Meanwhile, in the studio of NASA's Space Fiction, they're creating planets. There you go. Take a circle and put it over some old school 1960s furniture, and you got Jupiter and shit. The utter impossibility of a gas inside a vacuum. How does gravity know how exactly where the atmosphere ends and the vacuum begins? How can gravity hold a single particle of oxygen at the edge of space against all the power of the vacuum without a physical barrier? See, we have a firmament, which is a physical container. And that's why we live in a high pressure system. That's how come you can have pressures. So this is absolute batshit. Two opposing pressure systems can't exist without a physical barrier. So they're saying it's just an atmosphere, which is the high pressure. What's containing it? What's containing that? What's containing that? Well, we know that there's a firmament container because we have high pressure here. It's a fact. And then there's waters above. Space doesn't exist. This is all bullshit. It can. Okay. Earth isn't a flying spinning ball. Now you're a winch. See how that works? This has been going on for thousands of years. There's your International Fake Station, how they photoshopped it. Proof of Photoshop. First rule of Flat Club is you talk about flat Earth. Still fucking waiting for real photos of the 7 new planets that NASA found. And here's a level. It works with water. There it is. It's level. It's flat as a pancake. And again, this is more Photoshop proof of when they were telling you that they took a picture of the International Fake Station. It doesn't exist. And if it's going at 17 times the speeding bullet, you would never be able to get a picture of it. You would hardly be able to even see it go by. Earth is pear-shaped. What you talking about, Neil? He knows he's full of shit. If you think NASA really discovered 7 planets, then you must be a special kind of stupid.